Cold starts and Christmas trees. I don't know why you guys would need any more than that to decide to hang around here. It's going to be a good one today. Just stick around. And you know, ironically, the two junkiest automobiles that we own, Rufus is hiding back there somewhere. The two junkiest automobiles that we own are the two that don't have a busted grill in them. So my plan for the day, if I ever had one, is going to be to start off with getting these taller grain sides put back on this old Ford, and then we got to go through all downs and ups and everything, and I ain't got no brakes, so that's what gears are for though, right? So should be all right. And then after that, cold starts. So obviously got to get these homemade short stake sides off of here. I'm not sure what these were used for besides hauling little amounts of things, you know, stuff that's little. So that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Just held on by a couple of like J bolts. Tell you what's going to be fun, getting these tall bed sides back in here. That's what's going to be fun. I'm thinking we need to build another set of these smaller racks. Ones that fit just a little bit better. I'm out of there. Come on. Okay, thank you. And now we're back down here. Okay. I'll tell you what's going to be fun is these. That's going to be fun. Yes! Goal. So these taller grain sides, they're actually a factory production kind of thing, and they've got these brackets there that slide down into these stake pockets, but they're also fastened by these little wing nut J-hooky looking things, and they fasten right here. Tell you what's going to be fun, as if I haven't already said it enough today, even more fun than trying to get these bed sides put back on, it's going to be walking on the bed floor itself. It's kind of rotten. So, good rule of thumb. You stay on the screws and you're good. You step off of the screws, you're liable to go through it. So stake side number 1 is on. I only almost fell through the bed 12.5 times, but got to get these J-hooks back on, get these tightened down, and then we'll get on to the other side and see if I can fall through the bed floor another 12.5 times. I am really hoping that the more I tighten this down, the more it draws the bed down into place. Otherwise, I'm ripping all these brackets out of this piece of wood. But I think it's working. I've got these J-hooks started on the first two. The last one, it's still too far up in the air for me to get a hook on. What I'm gonna do is ever so gingerly, so as not to completely destroy the wood in these stakes, tighten these down and hopefully draw these sides down to be able to get that third one in there. 3/4 of the way there. Now, let's get these back panels in. I think this is a pretty cool thing that I'll show you guys in a second. But give me just one moment. I'll get these slid back in here, and I'll get right back with you guys. Well, after what seems like freaking forever, stake sides are back on, finally. Check this out, guys. We got a grain door. I just think that is the coolest thing ever. We'll get back to that in just a minute, but now let's switch gears a little bit. It's cold start time. Okay, so I know you guys have been wanting a cold start video on all of my rigs for a while now. Let's get started with this one. So this one's temperamental, I'll put it that way. It is rough to try to get this to keep running. But start out, make sure you're in neutralis. Get your key. That may or may not stay in the bezel. Pump it. We'll give it 5. Give it some choke. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Starter is kind of junk on it, but I don't know where I'm going to find one of those, so we're just going to let it ride for right now. tank yet, and well, you have drained the tank, but you haven't pulled the tank to clean it out yet. When you get your fuel lines cleaned out and you get it running and idling, it doesn't sound too bad. Sitting here on high idle right now with choke, it really doesn't sound all that bad. But let's see if we can get it to move without spitting and sputtering and cutting out and killing itself. So this is the first time I've had the bed up on this truck, and this is freaking cool. This is so cool. You can see, here, well, I'll show you guys. Let me show you. So, PTO driven hoist. PTO goes in right there. We've got our hydraulic pump, and it works smooth as butter. This is so cool. You can see the rotten bed floor. You can also see the grain door. This is just really cool. So the objective here is to not have this thing run away with me. But this is a hill. Pretty good one, mind you. Oh, we're good. Perks of having 512s in the rear. Oh yeah, we're good. Furthest this thing has ever moved under its own power. So, got the old Ford down by the road. It's not for sale. No, don't ask. But the idea here is Christmas decoration. I've been told that I had to put the taller sides back on it, and we're fixing to go find us a good cedar tree, Christmas tree, to cut down and string up some lights on and stick in the bed of that truck. But that's later this afternoon. So for now, I'd say we stick a battery in old Rufus here, see if we can get a cold start done on it today. So it has been a long while since I have had Rufus started. many months at this point. So we don't have a battery, so I'm gonna do the right thing. Blue top. If it'll fit. It might not fit. Let's see here. Oh, come on now. You got this. You got this. Come on. Sad side. Sad side. Oh, almost. Come on now. Come on. Ooh, yeah. That's all the battery this thing is ever gonna need. Give her a couple of good pumps. See where we can get. Okay, so what I'm gonna need you guys to do first off here is ignore this. This doesn't need to be worried about right now. Probably, but I'm not going to. However, it does have race car stuff in it, if that tells you anything. We got our lightning box, which is actually just the HEI, power to the HEI. We do got a clicky-clack fuel pump, and then hopefully, in theory, come on now. To be the easiest to start, even though it hasn't got a choke, and it's 40 degrees outside right now. Just neutral, a couple pumps. Of course, now that I say something, what I said about the whole starts easy with no choke thing. Might have lied to you. Name a better sound. I'll wait. So we've got the orange truck fired up. It's time to hop in and go find us a good cedar tree to throw in the back of the Ford and make some Christmas decoration out of. So you're talking about going full Clark Griswold, takes up the entire living room.
That's too big. How wide's been that truck?
I don't know. 6 foot? 5 foot? Well, that one there ain't got nothing on the bottom.
The side that's not quite so full on top, kind of over the cab of the truck, and have all that forward. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Thousands of cedar trees out here, and we're having issues finding the right one. You think that one?
I like that one. Katie, here's my idea. That one right there. That's kind of lopsided.
Make a good little tree. Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that right there. That one.
That one?
That one.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Griswold family Christmas tree. And no, Clark didn't even forget the saw this time. But Clark has no clue how he's going to get the tree from this truck over to the Ford. So this could get interesting. Well guys, what do you think? My part of this is done. The plan used to have some vintage looking ribbon and maybe some old time looking ornaments and some battery operated lights to put on that, just to kind of make it look a little bit more Christmassy. But my part of it's done, so I'm gonna sit here and look at how cool the truck with the Christmas tree in it looks. I think anybody would agree with me that it looks pretty freaking cool. Now, I thought it since we've owned it, but we've never done anything yet and we still haven't put much thought into it, but I think something needs to be put right there. Maybe Busted Grille Garage or Busted Grill Christmas Tree Farm, or I don't know, something. It needs something there. It can't be blank. It needs to have something right there. So let me know what you guys think. And then before I shut it down for the day, I'm gonna go see if I can get this stupid Impala started. It's being temperamental today, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get it started. Well, it's dark. You see, a funny thing happened. It got to be about dinner time, and I was, pretty hungry, so Rufus is gonna have to be put on hold for another week or so. I know you guys wanted to see it, but it's a pain in the butt to start because it's got an 800 Holly on it and it's in a 350 on a 350 Chevy. So not the best move on my part, but maybe one day it'll have a carburetor that's right for it on it. One day it'll have a big block in it. It'll have the same carburetor on it. But for the time being, my plan is to get this big block put together here and put that 800 on it when it goes into my orange truck, and then put the 600 that's on the orange truck on Rufus for the time being, and then we'll go from there. I really don't know. I know this video was kind of just wasn't really any kind of point to it, or not much of a point anyway, but we got the hoist raised on the Ford, which is pretty awesome. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Keep watching if you like it. Like it, share it, please be subscribing to it. So I'm gonna get out of here and get headed back up north for work, and then I will catch you guys next weekend or 2 weekends from now, or whenever I can get back out here. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.